Joshua, thank you so much for teaching him this word. The next question gets me every time I read it.
Did you do the nasty?
Really wait for marriage before doing the nasty? In brackets, God is watching. Be honest.
I want to answer. Some of you go straight to the sheets.
Look at you. Eh?
Hi. Hey.
Yo.
This one is just chewing gum. Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So
my nose is low-key blocked.
We are back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to be answering your questions, Saga. So today, what we are going to be doing, and then, why is your face looking like that?
Okay, guys, welcome back
to If You Know, You Know,
our YouTube channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet,
my name is Tanaka Chamisa. This is Ntabisen.
This nigga is disturbing me. Ooh, I said I wanted to take the N-word out of my vocabulary. No, for real, I want to take it out of my vocabulary. But anyways, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit subscribe. Hit subscribe
on the button below.
And hit a like. And this is gonna be a 2-part video because, yeah. But anyways, this is Tanaka.
And I like Nyash.
I'm Ntabisen with an H, guys. My name has an H for those of y'all that don't know it. It has an H.
Just like Nyash.
N-T-H.
N-Y-A-S.
N-T-H. Thank you. It's not Ntabi. It's Nta. You hear that H? Anyway, sorry guys. I got sidetracked. So some of you know that we posted statuses and on our Instagram, on If You Know You Know's Instagram, a little picture telling you guys to ask us questions that you would like for us to answer. So that's why I said this is going to be a 2-part video, because we have way too many questions to put it into one video. So this is part 1, and then next week you guys are going to get a part 2. So most of y'all are anonymous. But yeah, basically we're gonna be answering the questions that you guys asked. Yeah, Tanaka, do you have anything to say?
Nyash.
Joshua, thank you so much for teaching him this word.
Bunda.
Okay, so we basically decided that we're gonna start from the first question going down and take it from there. TK says this is Yamkela's question, even though I don't see the name. Where's the name?
I don't know how to use that.
Oh, I do though. Why are you treating me like this? Okay, this is Yamkela's question. How did you establish the level of trust you have for each other?
With Nyash.
Oh my word, this word, y'all, this word.
She had no Nyash in first year. It grew recently.
Guys, I was super skinny.
So now I'm obsessed.
I grew up super skinny.
I'm not saying go look at her Nyash, please.
Oh my word. Everybody in my family had some meat. Like Tepo grew up chubby. My mom was chubby. My dad was chubby. My baby brother was chubby. Like there's this one family photo we took when I was in primary. They're all chubby and I'm there.
Nyashless.
Skinny. Like super skinny. Like cheekbones and everything. And every time my mom sees that picture, she's like, you know, people are gonna think we didn't feed you. Like,
when Americans say kids are starving in Africa, she was kids.
Excuse me, I wasn't starving. I was well fed. I just didn't gain weight.
Yeah, kids are hungry in Africa. Like, they're talking about her.
I thought I was gonna be one of those people that don't gain weight, but
Nyash.
Here we are.
A few moments later.
Okay, how did we establish the level of trust that we have for each other? So I was actually talking to TK about this question, that it's like, for me, it's like the question, how did you know you love this person, or how did you fall in love? Basically, it's like tiny things that lead up to a big thing. I don't know, TK, can you explain what I mean? Because I can't put it into words.
Explain yourself.
Please. Like, ooh, at home cell when they asked what does the word trust mean, Precious said that no, they didn't ask what the word trust means. They asked, how do you know if you can trust someone or something like that, né? Precious responded that when that person keeps their promises, basically you're gonna constantly trust them. So I feel like, yeah, man, we didn't let each other down in most instances. I'm not saying we didn't let each other down at all. But then TK also stated that you give someone a chance. So, yeah, I guess we get it, guys. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just saying words. TK, please help me out.
Yeah, so Nyash.
I'm just saying.
I thought I could trust it. Oh no, shit, no Nyash, sorry.
It was there. It was just a little bit.
I don't know. You just establish trust. Just decide, oh, this person, I will trust you with my heart. Yeah.
Oh, guys, man, it's like, how do you trust a friend or whatever? It's like you give them little tasks. I don't mean like you legit give them little tasks, but there are little tasks that you give them, and then they end up, showing you that you can trust them with whatever. Hello, can you please remind me 1, 2, 3, and they remind you, or hello, can you please keep me accountable with 1, 2, 3, and they keep you small stuff like that. They end up leading to something big. Basically, we hardly let each other down. Like we were there for each other when we needed to be there for each other, and somehow, I don't know, I feel like sometimes you don't keep count of these things. You just think one day, oh, hey, I actually trust this person. Oh no, man, I trust this dude. Like, I literally trust this dude. Like, hey, question number 2 is from, okay, stop telling
Anonymous.
me about energy saving.
That means the battery's low.
Oh, flip. Anonymous is our question number 2. Are there any secrets that you guys have in your marriage right now? In brackets, be honest.
Yes.
No, guys, there are no secrets. Like, it's hard to keep something from this guy. Legit, even when I'm not feeling okay or whatever, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna tell him that, like, there's something wrong. I end up breaking, like, within like an hour at least. I end up.
Oh my God! Wow!
And I have to tell him, hey, yo, this is what's up, or whatever. Sometimes when I'm even planning a surprise for him, I can't keep it to myself. I have to tell him. I don't know why.
The last surprise was whenever it was, and she told me.
And another thing, I've been saving up money in like my other bottle, right? So like every time when there's coins that he forgets about in the car, in his wallet, I take those coins and I put them in the bottle. Yeah, guys, it took me like, I did it for January. By February, I broke and told him, yo, I've been taking your little coins and I put them in this bottle. Like, I was gonna show it to him at the end of the year. Hey, look how much money I saved, but I couldn't wait until the whole year.
Weekly.
For some reason, I felt guilty. I was like, so now every time I take money, like I took money from his wallet not so long ago, and I had to announce, hey, I stole your coins to put in my bottle. So they are no secrets. Like, my phone is his phone is my phone. Like, it's whatever, y'all. Like, it's whatever. Like, when his phone broke at Dream Week, he had my phone the entire time. When my phone broke, when he went to work, I stayed with his phone. Like, yeah, guys. So yeah, they are no secrets, hey.
The foundation of trust is Nyash.
Oh, look at that, my collarbones almost made a return.
Kids in Africa.
Okay, another question we have here is, in terms of if you tell me, you automatically tell if you tell me, you automatically tell, yeah, guys, my wife or husband, what if any other boundaries? They are boundaries, guys. Um, and an example I'm going to make is that last year, I met with Kirsty, and Kirsty was like, "I'm gonna tell you something, but I'm gonna need you to
Kirsty is
not."
someone we know. She likes saying names like you know who they are. Someone we know named Kirsty.
Okay, I'm sorry. She was like, "I'm gonna tell you something, but I'm gonna need you to promise to not tell TK." And I was like, "Girl, I tell that man everything. What you mean?" And then she was like, "No, like legit, I'm gonna need to, like, your word. I need your word for sure." And then I gave her my word, and I didn't tell TK. Like, it was hard. It was so hard. But I didn't tell TK what she told me until the time came for him to know. And I was like, "Whew, finally, I can let this out of my system." I didn't tell nobody, including him, and I tell him everything. So, like, I feel like that's the thing. If you come to me with something and you do not want him to know, I don't know. We take promises seriously. Like, that's one thing we take seriously. If you make me promise to not tell, I will not tell, because it's clear you don't want him to know for something. If you make him promise to not tell, he will tell.
I will tell you
Because,
there's something that someone told me, but I can't tell you. Just so you know, I'm not being sketchy.
yeah, and I won't push to know what it is, because, like I said, the word promise means a lot to us. But I was actually also speaking to him about something that sometimes when y'all get advice from him, you're getting advice from me, and you just don't know it. Like, he'll come and tell me that so and so is having this problem. What do you think? And I'll literally tell him something, and he's like, "Oh, that's good." And then he goes and voice notes and says, "No, as I was thinking by myself." That advice was from me, sweet pea. I gave you that advice. Thank you very much. So it's not that sometimes we like, talking about y'all or something. It's that sometimes we don't know what to say or what to do. So we need the other person to help us. Ayo, I have this problem that this person gave me. Like, what do you think? What should I do? Yeah. So yeah, they are boundaries. You just need to let us know. If you don't tell me it's a secret, I will sue. Like, I'm not gonna tell the whole world. Obviously, just him. Cause guys, this is my best friend. But if you obviously say no, like, please don't tell nobody, including your husband, I promise me, then I won't say nothing. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Question number 4, I think. How accurate has church leadership advice been in your relationship specifically? And where do you and your partner draw the line to the advice?
We don't get advice from anyone. We do this thing on our own. We're amazing. It's been accurate to an extent. At the end of the day, one thing about our leaders is that they'll never force anything on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never say, I said do this or do that. It's a matter of, this is what I think. What you do, though, is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they will lay down consequences of your actions, if any, the pros and the cons. I really do appreciate accountability and leadership, because there's a lot of things I've done that went against the advice I was given, and it ended up in the way they said it would end up. I'm like, hi, I'm back. Like, yeah, I know. I told you.
But
But
they don't judge you for
yeah,
it. They sit down with you again.
it's
They're
been
like,
accurate. But yeah, like I said, like honestly, um, speaking to the right people helps a lot, because they give you perspectives, different perspectives, different ideas. Plus, they've been in this game way longer than
and
any of us
guys,
have.
like, this whole thing of church leadership advice and whatever, it is just that it's advice.
Yeah,
It's not them telling you what to do. It's them, man, I don't know how to put it, but then, like, you don't just go to them for, like, every move or whatever. Like, obviously take initiative of your life at some point, but then there are some important decisions where you're like, hey, I need guidance. They are guiding you. At the end of the day, you go do whatever you want. You won't do whatever you want. If they tell you to no, don't go there.
It's up to you.
If whether you already decided that you go there, you gonna go there. So they're not like there to like tell you what to do with your life and control you and whatever. They're just there to guide you and give you advice and like help you look at both sides and whatever. Like when we were deciding whether or not to move to Cape Town,
Yeah, I was ready.
Pastor Kiken was like, I'm not going to tell you to stay or go, but we're going to look at both sides. At the other hand, we have this. How is this going to benefit you? What are the pros and cons of
I
staying?
wanted to go.
And what are the pros and cons of going, you know? But at the end of the day, we decided by ourselves that we are staying.
It wasn't my
in
choice.
PE.
Tavi decided.
Oh, gosh.
I wanted to go to Cape Town.
Okay. But then, yeah, that's what the church advice is for. Just somebody to help you look at everything, because when your head has already made up its mind, so now you need somebody else from the outside to help you look at everything.
The second part, where you draw the line. I feel like, well, for me, there is no line in the sense that I handpick certain people who are allowed to speak into my marriage
Don't just
and life.
speak to everybody.
So there's I tell everyone who knows me knows I have like 3 people who I genuinely let speak into every area of my life, and I have explicitly told them that if I am doing nonsense, call me out. If I am a crappy husband, call me out. If this is stupid, whatever, you know. So there was no line drawn because I explicitly and consciously said, dude, every aspect of my life, my finances, whatever. If I'm doing nonsense, tell me. If I'm doing whatever, you know. So it depends on you. Who do you allow to speak into your life? And then draw that line based on your trust in that person. The people I chose, I trust completely. I have like 3-4 people. I trust them completely. So yeah, I allow them to literally just, not tell me what to do, but advise accordingly. What's the next one? Do the nasty.
Yeah, the next question gets me every time I read it.
Did you do the nasty?
Really wait for marriage before doing the nasty? In brackets, God is watching. Be honest.
I want to answer. So, yes, this is my answer. Yes,
Answer,
right. So, we waited. However, I tried a lot of things. A lot of times. One of our old videos, we said don't lamza. Because we know what lamzing leads to.
Almost getting there.
So, there's a lot of stuff. We didn't do the nasty, but a lot of stuff which we weren't proud of, obviously. That did happen. But yeah, from experience, that's why we always say, don't do this. Because we know, I was very, kissing won't make me, my hands started going places and whatnot. So, but in the actual, doing the nasty, the Nyash and whatnot,
we waited, guys. And it's not easy in these streets. Hey, temptation still happens. You're a human being.
So
he was my first kiss.
Smasha was very inexperienced. So these feelings to a beginner, she's like, "Oh, what's this? I want more." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm amazing," you know. So
but yeah, guys, like a lot of things happen that we wouldn't advise anybody to if you go visit your person, I don't know, have people there with y'all or something, like, I don't know if you get me. Otherwise you kiss and then kissing leads to something, and then you're so close to temptation, because
and scientifically,
giving yourself temptation, Jay.
Scientifically, saliva is apparently what is it? I don't know, whatever. It turns people on when you lamza each other. When you're all up in that mouth with that tongue.
Okay, guys. So that's the answer. We waited for marriage, but we wish we did some things differently, like being all touchy and physical and whatever. Like we wish we waited on all of it. So yeah. Do you honestly think accountability from the talking phase, in brackets, although you hate and don't believe in this phase, is necessary?
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
At the end of the day, who are you talking to? Why are you talking to this boy? Why are you talking to this girl? Who is this person?
Yes.
At the end of the day, talking phase, although we hate the thing, we hate the concept, like the person said. Talking phase is where you are starting to catch feelings. So
you're talking to this
you are
person
talking to
because you
someone.
want to get to know them.
So do you wanna wait until you get into deep before you ask people for help? Or you wanna at least find
Exactly.
it, or at least find any red flags, if any, now? You do
And
talking stages
guys,
to avoid going deeper with this person and finding things, and then now you're in too deep. It's too late. Talking stage can still be cut, nipped in the bud, or fixed at least.
another thing is that your friends or your leaders or the people around you may see what's wrong in that person before you do, because you're smitten when I you're just getting feelings. You're like, oh, this person likes me, and you're not seeing certain things. They're probably not even ready for it. You're not even ready for a relationship, but because somebody like you, you just willing to dive in. So that's important, guys. Like it's important to go to somebody and say, hey, there's this person. I think they like me. Talk about it. Like I said the last time, get somebody to look at the whole thing, because you already made your decision in your head and you're in love already, already falling into deep. So get somebody who assess the whole thing with you and say, huh, on the one hand you have this, on the other hand you have this. Basically, that's what accountability is for. Moving on. Hey, this is just a statement. Wara wara wara. How do you two develop the patience for each other in terms of what you two needed to work on regarding yourselves? Guys, the thing about relationships is that when you're in a relationship, like, after the honeymoon phase and everything, you see everything that is wrong with the other person, and you hardly see what is wrong with you and what you need to work on. Like, you basically go, if he could only change one, two, three, this relationship would work. But now, if you could also change one, two, three, it will work. So, personally, I don't know. I feel like at some point we were both like super toxic towards each other. Like, we were at that stage where we were very toxic. So I guess everybody. Oh please! I guess everybody was just focused on their own toxicness or something, on the other person's toxicness or something. But then it's about being self-aware at the other day. At the end of the day, I'll point out problems I have with him, but if he thinks he's good, then he ain't gonna change that. He has to realize himself that, ooh, I messed up one, two, three. Same with me. I had to realize, I had to get to a point of realization. Hence why we say it's also important to speak to people.
Yeah.
Because now you're all sitting in your whatever. You're like, I'm not in the wrong, but you get somebody who will tell you, no, actually here you were in the wrong, you know? So that's why, yeah, accountability, guys. Otherwise, you fight over stupid things. Like, there are a lot of stupid things that we fought over that didn't need fighting over. Fight over stupid things, and you even think about breaking up over something that would have been fixed with communication. So, yeah.
Okay, one more question.
One more question, guys, and then we're probably gonna have a part 3 at this point. What are the 3 non-negotiables in your relationship? Why do I feel like I have to think about this first?
Well, when we're dating or when you're married, it's two different things.
Let's start dating and then move on to marry.
My money was my man. I'm serious. My
I
money was
like
my
how
man.
he says his money was his money, but he still spent
No, it
his
was
money
like in the sense that you have no right to ask my money. It's mine. I'll give it to you if I want to, and I wanted to.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
we're not married. You have no right. You're not entitled to anything that I have. It is mine. Same with her. It was for her. It was her body is my body.
My body is my body, my guy.
I was very. Yeah. People might say stingy, girlfriend allowance, whatever. That's between you and your partner. But why should I give you these benefits as a husband, as a boyfriend? What's the point of me marrying you then? And vice versa. If I'm
And
giving you everything that you want.
another thing I'd say, another non-negotiable is, besides accountability. That's why we say accountability. Go speak to people that are in relationships older than you, who've been in the game, because you go and speak to your friends. So like, don't put your friends in your relationship. I would say, like, you are allowed to obviously vent to your friends or whatever, but do not put your friends in your
Don't
relationship
ask them for advice.
because
No offense,
hello,
friends.
they're going to be on your side. Hi. Well, certain friends are going to be on your side. They're going to be like, you know what? They're going to gas you up and tell you that all you're doing is good and whatever. And then now they're on a hate train. They hate your partner. They don't want to hear about your partner no more. And now you and your partner fix things. And now your friends still hate your partner because of what happened last time. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them for hating your partner still. Because you make them hate your partner. You're telling them he's this and this and this and this and this. So now they hate your partner. Now it's the wedding and they still hate your partner. So yeah, guys. Obviously you can still talk to your friends, but when you need advice about certain things, find someone who is I don't know the word I'm looking for, and I've been looking for it this whole video, but I've been failing. But yeah, find that person who won't take sides, who will look at both sides and tell y'all that, hey,
Yeah, don't take sides. I'll tell you. You're the
this
one the
is
wrong
where
though.
you went
Screw
wrong,
you,
and
you
this
piece
is
of
where you
trash.
went wrong.
Stupid person.
And three non-negotiables in marriage.
Yes. Nyash.
Oh gosh.
The Bible says that your body is my body. On the real though, meeting each other's well, this is for me. I do my best every day to meet whatever need she has. If you don't know your partner's needs, then something is wrong. If you know them but don't meet them, something is even more wrong. I've been following a lot of marriage counseling people and whatnot, and this is actually only recently discovered my non-negotiables recently through these videos. So meeting her needs, yeah, making sure that she's happy in every. I got to a point where I even ask almost every night, "Hey, are you happy? Are you
He does.
is this love language met? Are you good?"
Sometimes I'm just like, dude, leave me alone.
And I won't lie. Sometimes the answer you get might not be what you're looking for, but it isn't to put you down. It's just being honest.
Is it to cause
To
a
be
fight?
honest, no, I'm not happy in this area. It's not to fight or whatever. And yeah, so that for me, meeting needs. Also being safe. Another thing I learned over the course of this week as well. A marriage counselor I follow and as a pastor, he said for 8 years in his marriage, his wife was struggling with something. So when they first got married, his wife was struggling with something, and then after he fixed his life, he realized that I'm the problem man. He fixed himself and whatnot, and then 8 years later, they were chilling on the couch, and then his wife was like, "Hey, dude, by the way, I've been struggling with 1, 2, 3 for the past few years." And she's like, and he's like, "What? Why didn't you tell me?" And then she said, "You weren't safe. Your words. I didn't trust you fully. I was scared that if I told you, you would react like this. He wasn't safe. Although you're my husband, you're not safe." But like I said, he realized throughout the process that he's not safe, so he fixed it. He's safe now. So yeah, being safe, not reacting in certain ways, understanding that okay, people are different, and yeah, just being safe. She should be able to tell me anything and everything, and I shouldn't explode.
When you come home, that should be for both now partners. When you come home, that should be your safe haven. That should be where you're now leaving your stress from work or whatever. And you feel like you can tell them anything that's weighing on you, and they won't go, "You're getting on my last nerve. Stop complaining."
Yeah, meeting needs, being safe, and the last one, non-negotiable, being friends. That was again. I learned this recently as well. Well, I knew it, but then it just it's yeah. I learned more about this past week even. So the pastor who I follow as well, he said a marriage cannot work unless you are friends, and I completely agree. Relationship or marriage, it won't work unless you're friends. And then he asked, "What do you single people think married people do every day of their lives? They talk, they're friends. It's not just sex every day. It's not just
Don't
whatever
ask
every
us
day.
what we talk about. We don't know.
Yeah, it's
We
not
just talk.
honestly." And
How
then
how do you end up on a call with your friend for 5 hours? You don't even know what you will say. Same with married people. We just talk with friends. Hey,
friendship.
yeah, my day yo, this is what I saw. Ooh, like sometimes I would even call him to say something stupid, like, "Hi, my sandwich tastes good."
Yeah. And then
Like,
it's honestly being friends. If you just go straight to dating, I promise you're not gonna last.
yeah,
You just go straight
build
to
a friendship.
some of you.
Don't go deep into the friend zone. Nah.
Some of you go straight to the sheets,
Look at you. Eh? Jesus!
but it's fine. It's not fine,
It's not
but it's
fine.
but it's fine.
It's not
You'll see how it
fine.
ends, you know. But yeah, being friends, being genuine friends. Otherwise, this thing of yours won't work. But at the same time, don't just be friends.
Yeah.
You have to have some level of intimacy. It's not just friends. Now you're just roommates. One of the biggest things which I've learned again over the past few weeks, a lot of couples once they get married, they stop being they said they stop being partners. They end up becoming roommates and friends. That's one thing I refuse to do, just being roommates. So yeah, guys, that is me.
Anyways, another question, I'm sorry, that went with the last question we had was, what do you think should be the non-negotiables in all relationships in general? And I feel like in
Values.
our answer to answering what our non-negotiables are, we sort of also told you what the non-negotiables should be in any relationship, like be friends, know your partner, know what they like, know whatever. And yeah, guys, accountability, like I cannot stress this enough. It's really important. Like you might take it lightly or you might think it's putting people in your business. It's really not. Like it is really not. It's like having a mentor for your career. Why can't you have a mentor for your relationship?
At the end of the day, again, another pastor I was watching says, "This isn't for me. This isn't for me. My marriage is fine. It's for you. I don't do this for myself. I'm in a good place with my wife, with my partner. It's for you to get better, you know." So yeah, man. Also, don't compromise your values.
And I
Don't be
think,
like, this guy's not a Christian, but it's fine. I'll get him saved. You
hey,
won't get him saved, my guy. You're not Jesus.
yeah, you're not
You're not
Jesus,
Jesus. He
guys.
might be hot. He might be everything you physically want. Everything you physically want. That is lust.
And at the end of the day, if you do meet like a guy in the world and they end up going to church by themselves, like you didn't force him into church. One example I like making is that my dad didn't go to church before he met my mom. But after he found out that my mom went to church, he was like, "Oh, I need to go fix myself." And then he met Jesus. You see, one thing about Jesus, he met Jesus. He still got the girl, but he met Jesus. So if you put yourself in the place of, let me drag them to church, it ain't gonna
It's
work
not gonna work.
out.
He will
They
come,
have
but he will
to
come for you.
decide that for themselves, because you see a lot of relationships where a person goes to church for their partner, and then when they break up, they're no longer at church because they were there for you. They were not there for the relationship with God. So yeah, guys. And that's also why we started making these videos, because we know that there are people out there that are scared to be talking to people and whatever. So this is us talking to you. And this is us telling you that you can reach out to us if you have any personal things.
I don't care about the
Oh my
topics.
goodness.
I don't want to
Personal
know.
things you'd like to talk about that you feel like maybe you're scared of, like the older people in the church or the older people in your life. You can come to us and we'll talk to you. So yeah, guys.
And snitch on you. I'm
If
joking.
you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can DM us on Instagram if you feel like that will help you be anonymous. But then the other questions, please, we did not forget your questions. Like we said, we're gonna have another part because this video is already long enough. We'll have another part next week. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. It was great talking to you all. So yeah, see you next time.
My niggas.
Bye.
People. My people. Bye bye.